That is heaven.
That really is, isn't it?
Mm.
Hi guys, welcome back to episode 23 of Irrelevant Suggestions. This week we have decided to do the noble thing, and we've decided to take you guys on holiday with us.
Yep.
As we know that none of you can go on holiday now.
Yes.
As we're all on lockdown.
Holidays are illegal.
They're illegal. So we know that a lot of you will be disappointed and shut away.
Ashamed.
Shut away. So on today's episode of Irrelevant Suggestions, we've decided to roleplay, if you will, a holiday of me and Rob in the Caribbean.
Mm.
Isn't that right, Rob?
Really broken that fourth wall early, haven't you?
I did state I was going to break it.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah. So how's your Mai Tai?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Best one I've had
really.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I woke up feeling fresh. The sun,
Yeah.
the
sea, the sand.
Yeah.
Not the sand, but the sea and the sun.
No one likes sand, do they?
No, it's a waste of time.
For me,
Yeah.
I'd rather have a sand beach. But then when I get on the sand,
Oh God, yeah.
don't like it.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
It's a thing that you think that you'll like,
Yeah.
but in reality, it's a nonsense.
It's better than a pebble beach.
Oh God, that thing will kill your feet.
Yeah.
Glad we don't have any of these here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a lot back home, but here in the Caribbean, it's
in
like-
the Caribbean,
Yeah.
the Caribbean.
Now, what time are you booked in for your massage, by the way?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, Henry's got it sorted, so
Cool.
he came over and told me before.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Yeah. So listen, I've gone through the itinerary. There's quite a few cool things we can do today.
Okay.
So I did spot an aquarium, and I always go to the aquarium. Everywhere I go, aquarium is always number one.
Yeah, but I don't.
Why?
There's fish in it,
What's wrong with fish?
in cages.
Well, it's
Watery cages.
Well, it's not a cage, is it? It's
Not going to the aquarium, Will. Cross that one off your list. I'm here to relax. Deep relax.
right. Archery's on at 2:30.
Not a chance. Archery's not a hobby. It's a mechanism for survival. Cross that off your list. Thank you.
Right. There's
What's next?
an abandoned fort.
I've done loads of those.
You've done loads.
I've done loads of those.
in the Caribbean.
But just around. I mean, you've done one, you've done them all.
Fucking hell. Okay, right. The last one,
Yeah.
which probably isn't worth it. It's a functioning mine shaft.
Oh. Beautiful, yeah. Let's do that.
Do you want to? Out of all those, you want to do the mine shaft?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a mine shaft. Come on.
What? Why? Why?
I mean, we're in whatever knows heat, and what's better than just getting underground and really getting to know the place you're in? Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go. Book it in.
You want to book in that?
Yeah, we'll do the massage, then we'll be back in time for...
All right. How about this? If we do the mine shaft,
Yeah.
that means we've got to do couple salsa tonight, 7:30.
Oh. I mean, you've dangled a mine shaft in front of me, then.
I'm serious. Don't ruin this for me, Rob.
Yeah, alright, okay, fine.
Don't ruin this
deal's a
holiday.
deal.
Don't ruin this holiday.
Okay, fine. I won't ruin this theoretical holiday.
Your attitude stinks.
I'm here to relax.
It
More than
absolutely
usual.
stinks.
More than usual.
We went on holiday once to Bruges. It was the worst experience of my life.
Yeah, that was an anxiety attack.
And you're going
Went
to try
to
and ruin this one for me as well.
Oh, fine, we'll do the mine shaft and then we'll do the dancing.
I swear to God, I
Yeah.
will get you quarantined if you ruin this for me.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
I will send your ass down to Guantanamo Bay.
Listen, I've specialised in self-isolation for years, so bring it on. Bring it on.
Well, actually, to be honest, folks, we've actually got an expert in the room with us
Yeah,
today.
we do. Me.
And that expert is Rob Rook. He is the world expert on quarantine.
The leading
governing body of
yeah,
quarantine.
yeah.
So give you a bit of backdrop if you're new here to Relevant Suggestions. Rob actually has been self-isolating for approx... how many years?
10 years, at least.
10 years.
Yeah.
Non-medical. Right?
Oh, no, it's purely just because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So...
It's like the hideaway.
Yes. Yeah, and what you wanted to do today, you insisted on doing this, didn't you?
Yeah, well, now's my time to shine, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I've got all this experience and knowledge, so I thought I might as well share some top tips.
Yeah.
5 top tips.
So you put together a list of 5 essential, did you say?
Oh, definitely essential. You're going to need these to really push through.
To guide through quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is for anybody.
Anyone who's going through the self-isolation process.
Yeah.
Maybe he's, a very active person who likes to get out and about and isn't used to the concept of being at home for a very long period of time.
Locked away.
So I excel at that.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd just share some top tips. So do you want me to go through them?
Let's go through them. We'll talk around each one, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm really appreciate you actually doing this.
Yeah. Well, it's I didn't have to do it.
That's true,
but I did.
But you've done it.
So you made me do it. So
and I'll write these down myself because I'll put notes down and we can maybe list them out and pass them to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. We can share them in an email afterwards to the newsletter.
Yeah.
So coming in at number 5.
Number 5.
And then this one's probably an obvious one, but I mean you've got to get it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Good tracky bottoms.
Right.
Essential.
Really?
Essential.
Really?
Yeah. You really need to be comfortable. So maybe 2 pairs because you're going to want to drop and change, get the wash on occasionally.
Oh, what was that?
Just dropped my phone.
The show goes on.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
Unfortunately. Good trackies, essential.
Now,
slazzies.
I was going to say. Now, I've seen you sport a couple of slazzies. In fact, only a pair. Well, only one slazzy.
Yeah, that was in the past. It's in the past. I've moved on from that.
And what is it specifically about the Slazenger tracksuit that you think is so good?
Cheap and cheerful.
It's cheap and it's cheerful.
Cheap and cheerful.
So if you're doing this on a budget,
if you're isolating on a budget, then top tip is get yourself a pair of slazzies. Or 2 pairs of slazzies and just alternate.
So on the lower end, go for some Slazenger tracksuit bottoms. They're comfortable. They'll last.
Oh, they'll last. Oh God, they'll last.
They'll last.
Even with holes in.
They'll last.
Even once the crotch is gone, they're still good to go. No one else is there, so you've got no problem.
And in your opinion, do they have to be flared like your ones, or can they be regular?
Almost definitely, yeah.
And that's because
it's just fashion.
It's just fashion.
Just fashion.
So there's nothing practical.
Oh no, there's no. That's purely just a vanity item.
Okay.
All right. Should we move on?
Well, I was going to say, what's the higher end of that?
All of the well-known brands.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
Sports Direct, you'll find them all.
Sports Direct is the high end.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 1 is some good trackies.
Good trackies.
Well, number 5 you said.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Right. Ready for number 4? Here we go.
Yeah.
You've got to really lower your standards. And what I mean by that is, you're going to be there watching the telly for very long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
In the day, there's going to be a lot of daytime telly. You've got to really lower the standards because once you've kind of picked the cream off the top, the rest is garbage. Utter garbage. But you've just got to push through it and really just learn to feel it. Yesterday is a particularly good channel.
Yesterday's a channel?
Yeah. It's like a history channel.
Okay.
On Freeview.
Okay.
So anyone can get it. My God, that thing can keep you entertained for hours.
Really?
Abandoned engineering, lost engineering, forgotten engineering.
Really?
Brilliant. It's all brilliant.
That's a lot of engineering stuff there.
A lot about the Nazis. So you'll learn a lot about Adolf and his mates. So
was Finding Hitler on that by any chance?
It almost exclusively was. Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I will have done.
Ooh.
There's not many Nazi documentaries that I've not seen.
Really?
Yeah, I've done. Like I say, I've been doing this for years. Time Team, beautiful program. That thing will keep you entertained for hours. And they kind of play it in the morning, and then they kind of play it the same schedule towards evening as well. So if you miss anything, or if you just want to rewatch it, go for it. Fill your boots.
Time Team, is that with Blackadder's Tony Robbins?
Yes, it is with Blackadder's Tony Robbins.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Time Team.
What's his gig?
He just walks around the country filming himself walking around.
What the hell happened there? He went from Baldrick to Time Team.
To a baldy man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Time Team's brilliant, so don't diss Time Team.
So Time Team, what's the actual premise of Time Team? They go and
they go back in time and they try and alter the future, and quite frankly, it's brilliant.
They try to alter the future.
Yeah, they travel back in time as a team, and they dig things up because they know if they dig things up, someone will fall in and die who shouldn't have died in the linear concept of time.
Yes.
And it's just brilliant. It really is. They really mess things up. It's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't really get that. They think it's about like archaeology or something, but it's not. It's got kind of a lot different.
It's
narrative.
actually layered.
Yeah. It's loads of layers.
Wow.
Over time layers. So
I can see why he did that now.
Yeah. I mean, when you're coming up with writing like that, I mean, who wouldn't? You'd jump at the chance.
Do you only watch TV? When you've lowered your standards, do you say, this is going to be a booming industry for us now? Podcasting is going to be huge because people are going to be shut away.
Believe it or not, I'm not really a big podcast fan.
I see. You just sort of delegate.
Yeah.
You share your thoughts, but you don't listen to any.
Oh God, yeah. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Some of the garbage people come up with.
Do you watch like YouTube videos?
No, not at all.
Do you play games?
Play a lot of games. You
do like games?
I like the games. Got the Xbox and the PlayStation.
So you've got both consoles?
I've got both consoles, baby. So
essential that. Isn't it?
Oh, it's essential to have at least two.
And can I answer this? Is it because you want a different change of grip?
Well, the ergonomics of the controllers are a big factor, actually.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that all day, then eventually you'll get the claw, so you'll need to deviate and modify your position as well.
The clasp.
Yeah, the clasp.
Yeah.
PC games are also good as well. All games are out there, so
yeah. See,
fill your boots.
That's one step too far. I think PC gaming is that is the epitome of. I know that you're obviously
sad.
I know you're a taken man, but if I was, and I am too, but if I was to bring somebody home on a date and they were to see a PC console for gaming, I just feel like that's the end. See ya.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the drinks. Thanks for a great night. I know that you're a really nice guy, and I know you're really successful, and your podcast is hilarious. But I've got to go because
I've got a dentist appointment next week.
Because you've spent a month's rent on a computer so that you can pretend to be a Zulu in a Rorke's Drift battle.
Yeah. I mean, modifying reality is the only escape, isn't it? Really.
VR.
Oh, I'm conscious of I might buy a
VR
headset.
Oh God, you're not really, are you?
Yeah.
Really?
I might do.
Oh.
Hey, listen, in these troubled times, it calls for desperate measures. So
actually, virtual reality could come in handy now because
when everyone's dead, then you'll need someone to talk to. So,
but you're not allowed outside either.
Well,
so
there you go. Yeah. As long as the people who like run offices don't tap into that and come up with like, well, why don't we just create a virtual reality office and then because I really don't want that to happen because then I've got no excuse not to go to work.
Just go ahead and
just log in and you're 5 minutes late logging in there. Okay, should we move on to number 3?
I'm ready.
Number 3 is biggie. You've got to really detach yourself from reality. Don't stress yourself with the buzz of outside. Society means nothing.
Really?
You've got to really close the door physically and close your mind. Closed door is closed mind. You've got to really do that. You've got to really just detach yourself.
Almost similar to going into solitary.
Or a coma, yeah. You've got to really just, if you want it for the long haul, then you've really got to just break off that mental connection to everyone else.
And how do you do that? What's the process?
I'll show you. Ready?
Yes.
So I'm talking to you now, but then I can just.
Oh wow!
There you go. There it is.
He's guys. If you're if you're listening,
and then I'm back. See
his eyes.
I don't even remember the last few seconds.
His neck sort of slowly shrunk into his shoulders.
Yeah, there it is. It's practically gone.
His neck. His neck went straight into his shoulders, and his eyes almost sort of closed. A soft, huey sort of close there.
An absent look.
And almost a smile as well.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of joy in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the stress of the world just goes, all the pressures that we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
It's just you and an empty room.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Really beautiful.
An empty room.
An empty room. A dark, empty room.
So you mix it up a bit. Sometimes you're gaming on your PC, and then sometimes you're not. You're just sort of sat there.
Just sit there.
Yeah.
You just got to sit there.
Yeah.
You'll get good at that. You'll have to.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for number 2?
Yeah, I'm ready for
number 2.
Yeah.
We're rattling through these. It's fantastic. It's really good to share.
Yeah.
Number 2, never answer the door.
That's a good one.
Never answer the door. Never break that fourth wall. Never do that. they can knock as much as you want. You can even be standing at the door. Don't answer it.
Don't answer it.
Don't answer it. Unless it's delivery or something, then obviously answer it because that's your food.
That's your food.
But track them on the phone so you know that it's them. But don't take any unnecessary risks. You don't want to break that barrier.
Yes. Who could it be? Who could it be?
Oh, it could be anyone. It could be the post. It could be debt collectors. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
So, it's probably in your self-interest just not to answer the door.
I think that's a good bit of advice. I once answered the door whilst we were living together, and it was a lady with a clipboard.
Yeah.
And she said, "It's the electorate." And I said, "No, go away, go away." And she went, "It's just, can I take your details for the electorate?" And I said, "No, get away, go away, go on." She get lost.
You passed.
She looked confused again.
Yeah.
She asked a third time, and I said, "I'm not giving you my details now. Leave." And she left very confused. And it wasn't until maybe 2 days later I realised that it was for the electoral roll for voting, not anything to do with electricity and a company trying to acquire my details. So
you really are an idiot, aren't you?
I learnt my lesson that time.
Yeah.
I learnt my lesson.
Yeah.
So don't answer the door, and that actually is really good because
it's a great bit of advice.
Because actually, that's how this whole thing spreads. It's through bodily contact. It's through kissing, isn't it? Yeah. It's through kissing.
Don't kiss anyone at the door.
Don't kiss anybody at the door. No. Even if they're incredibly good looking, don't do it. Because
don't
kiss
any drones either.
Don't kiss them because I'm telling you now, you will probably get it if they've got it.
Yeah, you'll get decapitated.
And as we know with this particular virus, people. It's a terrible virus, but people just seem to be just cracking on and getting out there.
Yeah,
they're
bizarre,
spreading like mad. Super spreaders everywhere.
Oh God, scumbags. I
was at dinner last night, and one of the people there who lived there, she had basically said, "Look, I think I've got it." And she went into the room. She isolated. She again came for the dinner, and then went back to her room and isolated.
Oh, okay. She broke the isolation for
she did
a brief window.
She came back and forth a little bit, and I thought that.
Not quite getting the concept of that.
The concept wasn't quite understood, I think, from her side.
The intention was good.
Yeah.
The execution poor.
Yeah. I think she kind of got a buzz out of the fact that she said she was quarantining.
I'm isolating. Yeah. It's become trendy now, isn't it, to isolate?
Yeah.
Listen, like I say, I've been setting this trend for years.
Yeah.
Nonsense like that, going to dinner parties, Jesus.
Yeah.
God, you've got to really just rid your mind of that.
Yeah, don't be doing that.
Just alienate all your friends. I've been trying to get rid of you for years, but you just keep clinging on.
Yeah, I do. I like hanging out with you.
You're a Klingon. Okay, ready for number one?
I'm ready for number one.
Number one, it's biggie this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Time is a relative concept.
Okay.
The construct of time, just get it out your mind. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, AM, PM, just nonsense. You stay up as long as you want. You sleep as long as you want. Whenever. Just do what is good for you. Don't live by the man's rules.
Because the man doesn't matter anymore.
Take your batteries out your clocks. Use them for your Xbox controllers. You're going to need them. They're like gold dust, those things.
Yeah.
You ain't going to the shop to buy more batteries. So, time, just get rid of it.
Get rid of time.
Get rid of time.
And what about your phone? Because that is going to have time on it.
Yeah, but just don't look at it.
Don't look at your phone.
Just don't look at your phone.
Yeah.
Airplane mode. There you go.
There you go.
Maybe give yourself half an hour.
Stops the time on your phone, as you all know.
Yeah. I mean, it's classic. If your phone can't check the time, then
you're fine.
How does it know? Or just turn it off.
Just turn your phone off.
Or throw it at your friend's head.
Throw it at your friend's head.
Who then throws it at a wall.
Yes.
It's up to you.
Yes.
It's up to you. So that's my kind of top 5.
I think that's a great list.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a great list. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, well, thank you for letting me share that.
No, I think it's important. So yeah, we know that there's quite a few well-known people that have got the virus now.
It's become very trendy these days, isn't it?
It's very trendy.
I've heard Brad Pitt's trying to get hold of it for next week.
I have, yeah. Sadly, we saw that Tom Hanks got it, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
And he's now in self-quarantine.
He's in 12 quarantine.
He's 12 quarantining. But thankfully, if anyone's going to do it, it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Castaway's Tom Hanks.
Yeah. He's got lots of experience, I suppose.
He spent 4 years in isolation in that film.
Yep.
And I saw that they actually gave him, no joke, they gave him a beach ball with a handprint on it.
Fantastic.
Wilson.
Yeah.
They gave him a Wilson.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Whilst in isolation.
That's brilliant. Nice.
What I find kind of interesting is that, they say this whole isolation thing, but actually people tend to isolate themselves when they feel like shit anyway, don't they?
Yeah. Like I say, I've been doing it 10 years.
No one's sort of, well, I suppose they are a little bit hitting it with this. The whole Tom Hanks thing is absolutely brilliant.
Of all the people to get it.
I know.
Oh, such a shame.
I really don't want him to get it, to be honest.
Hope he's fine.
Yeah. Well, he's a little bit older. He's an older gentleman.
He's an older gentleman these days.
But he's healthy. He's healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah.
They.
Do you think in about a few weeks he'll be standing over his pond in his garden with like a spike ready to get a fish, like on Castaway?
Well, I don't.
Long hair.
He's in Australia. He's in Brisbane.
Oh, he's down under, is he?
Yeah, he's down under.
Oh.
So he's not actually. He's not actually in his own turf.
He's not in his pad.
He's not with his family.
Oh God, the stress of not being in your own.
Yeah.
Next to your own trackies is just.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
how's he going to get his slazzies?
But he's minted, so he can just get them imported.
That's true. He is minted.
Yeah.
As far as it comes, he is minted.
Tom, if you're listening, I'll give you the number from a slazzy guy.
John Travolta suspected of having coronavirus. He was hospitalised after suspected of COVID-1, but doctors confirmed it was only Saturday night fever.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Did
you come up with that?
They assured everyone that he's staying alive.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, he was diagnosed because he had the chills and they were multiplying.
Oh, this could go on for hours, this, couldn't it?
Yes, they could. Hey, I did write a joke, actually, this week.
Oh, not again.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, you can read it out.
Oh.
It's a really short one.
It's my favourite part of the show.
It's a short one.
It's a shorty. Looks like our flights are cancelled. When in Rome.
Hey?
When in Rome.
Yeah? You meant to sort of go, looks like our flights are cancelled.
Well,
when in Rome.
Don't give me the phone and expect me to read it out with no prior concept. Live on air.
I fucking swear to God, I'll quarantine you.
Well,
I will quarantine you.
Well, I mean,
I will literally call them now, and I will get them to pick you up.
Call who?
When you leave this building,
the guards at the bay.
They're going to come and get you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say,
put me in a straitjacket.
Big sneezer. He's got a few other things popping up in his mind.
Look at the size of that hooter on him.
Let's do a full examination.
I do have very large nostrils, actually.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, and
but it means the pressure of a sneeze is probably quite low. So
thank God you're short, because I don't have to look at them.
Well, I can sneeze up.
I don't care about where you sneeze. It's
you just don't want to have to look up my nostrils.
Up them.
I swear you can see my brain if you really look up them.
I was once sat on a couch with you and I was slumped and I said something to you and it went sort of in the direction of your nostrils and I heard it come back to me.
It was an echo.
Yes.
Rob.
Yeah, I said, what?
Yeah, it's a cavern in there. It's a mine shaft.
It was... mine shaft.
Callback. Do you like that?
Callback. That was a callback.
Yeah.
Well done.
Maybe we're finally getting this.
I think so. I think it's happening, isn't it?
It's happening.
It is happening.
Right, come on. What's next on your little list?
Well, to be honest, I don't think I've got anything else on my list. I looking at it frantically, trying to...
You're just scrambling for your list, trying to fill the time.
I'm trying
the void of time.
I'm trying to fill time.
So maybe we just spend 5 minutes just
being ourselves.
And, think thoughts to ourselves.
Just being happy.
Just being happy in our situation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Did you clean this microphone before?
Why did you say that?
But don't want to get infected.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you're the only one that speaks into that microphone.
Oh, okay. Don't want to self-infect myself.
No, that's understandable. That's understandable.
Yep.
Well, look, I think we're pretty much at time now, so I think we don't want to draw this out too long for the listeners.
No. For the love of God, no.
No. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully the advice from Rob is useful.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be here. We'll be guiding you through the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
It's okay. It's okay not to be okay. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back real soon. And you guys stay classy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.